has called all of us to love one another, irrespective of the positions we hold. Someone somewhere will disagree with us. But how do we respond? If it is bullet for bullet, if it's an eye for an eye, there will be no one left in this nation. But again, as people who have been called by God, we must speak peace. We must preach peace. We must preach justice, and we must preach righteousness of God. I told you what the people of God also did. Violence. There was a pastor in Germany during Nazist. When Nazis came in Europe, their target was communist, to wipe out communism. Another target was to wipe out Jews and to wipe out Catholics and to deal away with anybody that disagreed with Hitler's regime. So when they first started persecuting the Jews, you know, we in this community, we have come from far. When they started persecuting the Jews, the pastor kept quiet because he was not a Jew. He said, because I'm not a Jew, let Jews defend themselves. Then after clearing the Jews, where over 7 million died, he went for the communist. And he said, I'm not a communist. I will not speak. Then later, Hitler thought that that is not enough. He went for the Catholics. And he said, I am a Protestant pastor. I'm not a Catholic. I will not speak. After clearing that, now Hitler came for him, and there was no one left to speak. Friends, we must stand for the truth, however what it is takes. Truth gives us power to be like God. Truth gives us the courage to see God in a different light. When you are on the side of the truth, you are on the side of power. I remember there was a time, 1997, I preached a certain sermon at St. Stephen's Cathedral in Kisumu. And it was covered everywhere in the press. In that sermon, I called for the separation of Nyanza State. I said,